www.systemise.co.uk. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm talking about growing your business. Rather than having a business where you work longer and harder, we want your business to be scalable so you're working smarter as time goes by. The three parts to today's presentation is Part 1, Systemise Processes, Part 2, Automate Processes, and finally Part 3, Outsource Processes. So let's get started. Systemise Processes. What do I mean by that exactly? Well, quite often from day one you may be doing all the roles in your business. You may have to go and make purchases, be in charge of selling, the marketing, doing the bookkeeping, all the tasks just to keep yourself afloat in those early years. But I want you, as you do start, to start identifying what are the different roles that you are undertaking, because you don't want to be doing all the tasks as time goes by. You eventually want to delegate to others to be able to do it. So how can they do it if it's all in your head? You want to be able to record and document each of the roles. Remember, many of the tasks that you do have dependencies, outside dependencies, internal dependencies, and yet this is all the collective information that we walk around with inside our head. It would be so much easier and transparent if, as you're going along, you're either documenting in written form or using video or recording verbally. So you've got a record of what is required so that you can pass it on to the next person quickly and easily. And start thinking of your business that way. Ideally, you should be able to walk away from your business and it runs without you. And then you may want to create another business. Okay, Part 2, Automate Processes. I want to give you an example. When was the last time you looked in the telephone book for somebody's phone number, whether it was business or personal? I can't remember the last time. It's become like an outdated process. And so if you're still running outdated processes, your business will suffer. Because much of the technology that is now available can change your life and your lifestyle and free up the time for you to do what you're best to concentrate on. Automation is the key to freedom in your business. I guess what I'm trying to say is that you want to create a funnel where people can find you 24 hours a day. They can get to know you via video. You may want to send them a report. Have an ebook available for them so they can find out more about you, your business, and the services and products that are on offer. And once they get to know you and understand you, they're more likely to want to do business with you. And that is the key difference now. It's a reason why social media, for example, is being used very much by corporates to promote themselves, because it's the word of mouth online recommendations of others. It's also a way to transfer your knowledge so that people therefore don't have to give you a phone call. Maybe they're too busy, but in a time that's convenient to them, the information that you provide can get them to know and understand you. Remember, it quite often takes a few points of contact for somebody to want to say yes and do business with you. Finally, when you've created these systems, you've created the documentation, you've used the automation, you might find that you don't want to do everything yourself. You may wish to understand the processes, but do you actually want to do them? Do you want to do the programming? Do you want to do the marketing? Do you want to do the calling, the follow-up? A lot of tasks that are repetitive, and especially if you documented them, can be outsourced. Now, one of the big problems with outsourcing is that if you have no documentation, if it's all in your head, or you don't have a clear idea of what it is you do, how can somebody else go and take over and follow up? I see this so often where people, there's an expectation that you can just hand the work over to somebody else and expect a result. It doesn't work that way. You need to be able to train your staff, and that's why if you've got the grounding of the documentation, you're putting in the automation, you're specializing the tasks that need to be done in your business, that you therefore it's easier to get somebody else involved and to work your business so that your time is freed up. And finally, why don't you take the approach that if you have staff and you're outsourcing, don't always view them as employees that clock in and clock out between 9 and 5. What if you were to get them to be a part of your business, to profit from your business, in a way be like a joint venture partner, so that the better your business grows and makes profit, that they reap the rewards as well. You will find that their motivation will go through the roof. Your results will be even more improved, and you'll have less problems with staffing issues, which are common occurrence when you have outsourced staff. These are the things I want you to consider on today's call. These are the things I want you to consider when you are looking to grow your own business. Thank you. This is David Lee. If you need more information, ask questions, contact me. You'll find on the website how to start own business. There's a form there to contact me. Thank you very much.